Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever here. Welcome back to part 2 of building the steel mill. If you haven't watched part 1, I would recommend it, just because things will make a lot more sense. We're sitting here staring at what should be enough of a leveled out area, I hope, in order to get our coal mine in. So we need a coal mine. Now, one of the things is, if you look at the directional arrows, I want to try to put the coal processing someplace down here. So I need that arrow pointing that way, but then the road would be pointing right into the cliff. So what I thought I would do is level out a little further this way and then kind of stick this guy right, he's pretty well into the green with his arrow pointing over towards the northeast there, or northwest there. Hopefully, let's level that out a little more. Yeah, see, this is probably a pretty good coal mine. We'll see what happens. Let's just see if we can get the road out now. And the conveyor, for that matter. But we'll start with the road, because too sharp a turn. I'm okay with too sharp a turn. Okay, well, we're all level there, so let's get it as sharp as you want. You know what? Let's get rid of that already. Let's see if we can't do the straight past it kind of thing. Yeah, let's just see what happens. I don't have a problem necessarily with it lowering it like that. As long as I can take this guy, yep. No, close enough. Again, trucks don't need to come up here. People just need to be able to walk there. So as long as we can get a bus stop, which it looks like, we'll be able to do someplace close enough, that people can get in there. All right. Let's just go like there, say. Can we get it off the hill? No, I don't like. There you go. Back there, pointing this way as much as we can. All right, so now we have that hump. All right, well, let's build more of it, because one way or the other we can get that road out of there. So we're going to have to, well, let's do a bus stop since we're already on this screen. If we're going to do a bus stop, we might as well do it. Can't build due to infrastructure. You're going to be, I don't know, you look like you're in a fairly... Or would we be better off with it on the other side? Probably better off on the other side, huh? Let's just do level a little bit. Just so that it doesn't end up way down in a... And the more we level this way, the closer... Like, if we can make this actually level with the road, or more level, where we go to click, it'll put the thing a little closer to the... So we can actually start our leveling process a bit closer. We'll just give it a little, again, so it doesn't look like it's... There we go. So what I'm going to do... Well, that's probably fine. We'll have little road segments to build. And then this guy can get deleted because we don't need that anymore. There, so now we have a bus stop up there. I guess we should think about the bus stop up there. But let's see where this stuff lays out, because if we can get like a bus stop here for something else, then they could probably just walk up there. All right, good. So now we need ore processing. So let's go back to Might as well start with, no, not coal mine, coal ore processing. And we may end up with more coal mines. If we ever did, they'd come from this direction. So we'll, oh, you have a nice level spot there. Now, you know, I don't think we would ever send trucks up here, but yeah, you're leveling up quite a bit. We can always lower it once we get it. We can lower this whole, like a spot here, and then once you get the level, then you can use the building to level, if that makes sense. But otherwise, if you try to jam it in there, you might end up. Now, you know what? The only thing I don't like is that this is. Well, yeah, I think I'd want to go this way further. Like a little further in and a little further to the north. Or the left. Because it'll make for shorter conveyors. I don't know if this is all kind of hokey what I'm doing here, but alright, this is probably pretty good. Again, not the end of the world, but it will make for some shorter conveyors. So I'm pushing in now just to get it so that there's chance that this conveyor won't hit this hill. Yeah, let's turn it like that. Now, can we get a conveyor from up top? Hill causing obstruction. I was sort of afraid of that, so let's. And it's probably right here, and that's sort of a lot of hill to take care of. Huh? Let's make sure it's not the hill right here. I don't know if that little bit. Nah, see, it's definitely. Now, one of the things we could possibly do. Well, you know what we could do? I bet you this might work. Except we're going to build this. We're going to have a helicopter crew come in from a foreign country and build this. But because this thing like steps down so much, I bet you this will work. Or I hope this will work. Well, actually, if nothing else, why don't we see if we can just use this to do a better job of taking care of the hill, huh? A little bit more. There we go. I think that's the part that was really. Now that part's starting to come down. Okay. Is that enough? Oh, now we got another. Let's see. Yeah, another little. So we got it that far. Yeah, I think this. Let's see, can we take this down now? Let's go down quick. relatively speaking. I don't want it to level up. I don't want it to raise the front too much. All right, let's see to that. Oh, look, if it wasn't... Yeah, so it's got to go in this way a little further. Again, I don't want it to level up the front too much. I more want it to take the back down. Now, somebody recommended that you Sizdem, I forget his letters. Again, it doesn't seem like his name is a word, but at the same time, he recommend. No. Oh, look, there we go. Let's see how much 50 steel. So that's getting to be one of the more expensive ones. But hey, we got a direct connection down to our, make sure we build the right one. Don't build an iron processing by accident. So there we go. So we got one single conveyor going the whole way. Perfect. All right, let's set that in stone, so to speak. And then now we got a road, has to come down to here. So let's get our ore process, or iron ore processing. Look, that's red, need flat terrain. I'd want it like this, right? I don't want to interfere with the road too much. All right, so let's level this guy out and push him in. Just so he's kind of even with the... He's not too far off right now, but we'll get him even with the coal plant. And I don't think we're going to have as much of an issue with the slope. This one's far, far lower. Though we will push it back so that there's not that cliff right behind this. Well, we're going to push it back anyway, but we'll push it back a little bit extra. And we'll level this a little bit. Yeah, so what I'm picturing is I'm going to level off to the right there. Let's move over to the right a bit. See, if we level off here, what I'm picturing is a bus stop. And unlike the cars, the footpaths, you can be a mountain goat. The people that live here have the hooves of a mountain goat when it comes to their ability to climb stuff. So any footpath that we put in, that's pretty much in line, but let's push this guy further back in there so that the conveyor we won't hit. Because once we place it, we can kind of like hit the level button and it'll take the cliff away, but it'll tend to just take the balance of it. You'll see what I mean, maybe. Oops, too far. That one spot is hard to dig, huh? Alright, that's probably enough. Let's do this one. One more row there. We might have to do a little leveling up top, but we're lowering. Yeah, but no doubt it'll be good after we get this row. And if we doesn't work, we can always change it. All right, you know what? I'm not worried about that spot. All right, so that looks like the two of them are nicely even with each other. Not that that really matters, but let's see. I'm gonna hit the. See, watch this. If we just come here and go, boom. See how I just took that whole thing? I don't know if you saw that, but you can see how sharp it is right here. So as a matter of fact, we probably want to just sort of rounded it, so to speak. Now the problem we have is this road. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn that road or something. Again, I'm not too worried about the road because it'll just be used for construction, and then we could get a footpath up there, no problem. Okay, so now will this work? I think it will. Suspicion. No. So we do have to lower. So why don't we? I mean, this seemed to be a pretty good. No. All right. We're just gonna have to lower this a bunch. See, if we hadn't done all that, it would be even worse. But I don't see that pushing the building in is going to help any more than this would. All right, so let's make sure we're lowering in the right line. Yep, perfect. Now, let's just take one quick second, as if it matters. Well, if we were to do more iron, yeah, if we were going to try to get iron like up over this, would we put more iron? Yeah, see, the iron's not so great over here. So the reason I'm saying all that is, yeah, if we were to put like another iron mine or two to feed this thing, it'd probably be like one here and one here. So if it matters, and I'm not sure how much it does, let's try to see if we can't get this in the third one so that we kind of, oops. Can we get this one in there? No, he'll see what I mean. So yeah, I think I'm worried about it too much, but let's just lower here a little bit extra, even though that's sort of tough terrain to lower. I think it's lower and stuff. I don't even really know if it is. Let's just see. The obstruction seems up further past that tough stuff, doesn't it? Alright, so it won't go to that one, but it'll go to this one. Oh, it didn't go to that one. Now it went to that one. Alright, good. Well, good enough. We could always have another ore processing plant and send actual, like, we might even be better off doing that. I don't know. We could put another ore processing plant and just try to get direct ore into there. So, good. So now we have those two. Now what we need to do is get a bus stop. Let's see. Let's get our handy dandy measuring tool. Yeah, look, they would walk from there. They would walk. We don't even need this bus stop necessarily. That'd be a little far. So let's put a bus stop in, like right there. Small bus platform. You know what? Before we do that, let's look at the steel mill real quick. All right, so we want, yeah, so that's coal processing, ore processing. They're going to be coming from this direction. Like we could probably get, if we push this up this way, yeah, that's, you know, we could probably get the iron in right there, and then, so can we get a, yeah, so let's start here, which is a little lower, and we'll level, and then we'll push this guy in enough that we can turn them the other way. But then that shouldn't be too awful high. Good. I think this is working out, even though this is like kind of probably a painful, in some ways, a painful episode. This is why in the beginning episode, sometimes I did all of this stuff. But then I also realized, just from reading comments on the Steam post and watching other people's videos, I don't think a lot of people understand, you know, actually how to do a lot of this stuff. And I don't think it's that hard for, you know, it shouldn't be that hard for you guys, but, and I understand sometimes it's a matter of impatience or, yeah, that's kind of making a nice, let's see, actually, let's, yeah, see, now it's actually square with the grid. It's easy to turn yourself, not get square with the grid, which those other ones, well, they look pretty close. All right, after this is our steel. So this is it'll be just a matter. We got 66,000. I don't know if that's enough to get a whole crew, but I think it is. So we can get a whole construction crew just working on this. You know what though? We're also going to have to get. We haven't bought. Oh, we should have bought those trucks. Huh? We'll go do that before we hook up the roads. What we should do is get trucks hauling and filling up those things. Now, why are you your excavator? Yeah, let's do that now that he's distracted. Look, our steel guys are done. That's wonderful. Now, we don't really want 2 steel guys, so I would have been better if I had caught them. And we don't have a depot over here, do we? See, now, the problem is when we have these 2 guys in here, kind of blocks anybody else from getting in there. So let's see what we can do to get that freed up. But I had already come in here and set each one of these. I remember that from last time. So bricks we make. So let's go back down to here and buy 3 trucks. 3. Oh, look, now there's a lot more bus choices. That's good with dollars now that we don't need them. So we want some open hauls. And again, I mean, I'm going with the, you know, this guy's 92 kilowatt, 80 miles an hour, but our original, the one we keep using is only 62, but it carries 10 tons of bricks. How much does this other guy carry with bricks? See, 7. So even though he's a little bit faster, I think speed only matters so much compared to haulage. Oh, this guy, well, see, that's a logger. Why can the logger hold 11 tons of bricks? I would like to use it, but this guy does 9.6, but he's only 60. Yeah, so, I mean, this guy does 10. We can buy him. I mean, he's good up till 1985, so there we go. All right, so now that we have those guys open, let's open this one and say you're going to haul from here. Eventually, we may set up a separate brick thing down here. That's one of the kind of the reasons. So you're going to also haul from here. Everybody's going to haul from there. Not everybody, because you're going to get lumber. The other one's going to get bricks. And then we need prefab panels are actually going to come from the other place. So it doesn't matter which one of these 2 does which, since they're coming from the same direction. It just matters that this is the brick storage yard. So I want you to load up with bricks. And I want you to wait when you're done. And I don't want you to get boards. There you go. So you're going to unload bricks and haul bricks. Go for it. This guy... Let's see, what is this yard? Boards, okay. So you're going to haul to this yard, and you're going to get boards. You're going to wait if you can't offload your boards. Now you are going to get prefab panels from our factory here. And you are going to haul them to here. Even though you won't get any, there's no other choice for you. We'll still just set you to prefab panels so we know what your job is. And you can start. And we probably could have bought that guy from up here, but all right. Now the question is, how many boards do we want? I don't necessarily think we need that many boards. So I'm going to assign, let's just say fill this one up 50%. And I'm going to say, well, bricks we make, so we might as well fill them up. Prefab panels, we've already got steel filled, so I think what we need to do with this guy for now, we already have a truck over here, don't we? You know what, we're going to say, you know what, let's just go to here for now. So we're just going to send him back to the depot so he's not clogging up the entrance, and we'll decide, you know, we can kind of I'll manually empty them. By manually empty them, I mean just, you know, send them someplace, have them unload, and then go from there. All right, good. So we probably should have been doing that before, but that's okay. Well, whether it's okay or not, sometimes you live with the consequences of your ineptitude. All right, so now can we turn this guy? I don't think it makes much difference. But can I turn him so he's... No, it's going to be still be red. So let's just go with what works. So we'll push this guy in a little bit more. And then we can put him right in there. And then what after that? That's it. That's steel laid out. We got to get the roads and then figure out a good bus stop so we can supply all these things. I don't see why we can't have one bus stop that does the 4. We can set the percentages to whatever we want. If we need another bus stop, we could always add it. So we have to get the roads to all of these. That's getting close enough. Yeah, we're kind of doing more leveling than I want. But until I get it far enough I can turn it. Well, I guess we could do a smaller building, couldn't we? Yeah, let's do that. If this guy won't go like now. Yeah, see yeah, you know what? I don't have a problem with level in the front because that's quick enough. And then once he gets level-ish, we can push him back in there. Yeah, see, he's already leveling back there a little bit. And you know what? Let's spin this guy. Yeah, see, we can take him a little bit further away. So now this guy has a power connection. It's a bit concerning. I want to do shift, look down, move in. Yeah, that's getting awful close. Probably close enough, but might as well push them in. Why be lazy in life, right? Yeah, I like that. All right, so we're gonna just take off a bit of this hill. Just so we can conveyor obstacle. All right. Well, the problem with that is now the road, huh? Yeah, let's I just want to level more of the hill back there a little bit just so we can try to possibly get the road past there. So we'll move over this way a little more. Again, we don't need the road other than for construction, so. All right, let's just see what happens. Can we get a road? That's my first concern. So we're going to try this like so. Ah, yeah, no, it works. But that's one of the reasons you push it so far in, right? That extra bit. All right, so this guy, well, can we connect you to, no, I want you to go to, not that one, the other one. Now, why do you want to, oh, come on, I see you want to do it. Nice. By the way, if you ever go shooting, maybe if we do, come on. If you ever go shooting, I recommend that you don't squeeze off a shot like hoping that your aim is right. That's kind of what I did there. Like I was like, maybe I could, like it was jittering back and forth. Maybe I could catch it, you know? Like you really want to know your shot is good. So anyway, all right. So there we go. Now we got a conveyor to that. Now there's no chance. Well, who knows? Maybe there is. Ah, look at that. Isn't that? Why doesn't it want to go to this other one? And the reason I would like to go to the other ones is it gives me a better chance of like in other words, I have a little bit better chance now of getting something else connected from this direction. You know, like if we ever had another ore processing, I don't know. I'm worried about stuff again, aren't I? That I don't need to worry about. There we go. So now we now have, you know, we don't have power. We don't have all the roads we need. But we now have most likely where our stuff will end up. So I think, let's see about bulldozing a little bit of this. You know, like back to there maybe and see, can we get, again, this is not going to be a normal. How can this guy get down? This is just going to be needed for construction, so let's come here. See, that's going to be too steep. We can maybe inch him forward. No, no. How about go real long? Sometimes you can convince them to go real long. Okay, so we're just going to go like that. Let's zoom in. No, I know you had a yellow spot. No, come on. No. Oh, there we go. Nice. And see, once you can get it to a certain extent point, say you can start see, we want to that's probably good enough. See, it's actually lifting it up a little more than I would like. All right, so now let's see, can we take this guy? There we go. So again, it's not a road that we need to drive trucks up and down. We just need to get construction done. So that's that and that. And then this one will be a little bit tougher. I don't even know. Yeah, see that conveyor. You know what? I'm actually going to delete this conveyor. And then I'm going to take this road out of here. Right. Oh, I guess I should have made it so it was green, huh? No, no. Okay, so you like green over there. All right, so now just so that we have a chance. Well, this one I'm not too worried about because we can kind of deal with that one because the conveyor is not going by. So now let's put our conveyor back in. Boy, oh boy, it's getting to be like work. All that extra work to get. Come on, get rid of that one. Nope, you missed. Come on, you want to do it? There we go. Yeah, so will that road go by there? It's looking pretty sketchy. What happened? Are you kidding me? If you're too big a descent, let's. Can we lower? No, I don't think that's going to help. But it might. You never know. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. Really? All right, so let's demolish that again. All right, now let's try to put this in for first. Oh, there we go. Can we get? Yep, there we go. All right, so yeah, I say it can be a finicky game. All right, well, my thought is that we end up with a road right across here, right? So let's do a little levelly just to make this look a bit better, you know? Let's get rid of these trees. All right, so I'm gonna, well, let's see about getting this guy. Yeah, that'll be fine if we have a road, say, coming. Yep, and town will be back there. We can have a. Are we encroaching in on? Yeah, a little tiny bit, but I think we're encroaching in on where our oil is. All right, so I'm gonna put. Let's take our chances with this. Yeah, we can maybe even make it straight enough. Nope, you don't like that. How about a little levelly action? New vehicle available. How are we doing? 44,000. So we got one more road that we need to get down here. Alright, I'm going to go to like there. Can I get... Yes, look at that. Oh, we had it. What do you guys think? Nice flow to it. There we go. So that's where we're going to build our roads. And let's get over and set that conveyor. That's going to be our conveyor. And then next we'll have to get power, but I think I'm going to worry about that, you know, afterwards. Well, no, let's just do it now. We got a few more minutes before I'd want to end the episode. So we're going to want to get a high voltage wire up in here, aren't we? Oh, I don't want to build it right on there. So probably what we would want is, can we get a switch? Yeah. And really, we should probably think about, I mean, we only have the one power plant, and we're going to overload it. We're going to have this other power plant up here. And I want to kind of build the coal mine first. So I want to bring my power in right across the field there. Hopefully it won't be right where I want to put an oil well. And then we're going to come in here. The thing is, if I bring high voltage over to here, do I need to run a separate low, or should we just probably put in a transformer, right? So why don't we do this? Why don't we put that there. And we'll make that. There we go. And then we'll have a power transformer over in this region, which will just serve nicely for those purposes. Let's just come real quick and put a dirt road from here to here. And, well, I don't really like that, but you know what I'm going to do? No, I don't want to do that. If anything, I'll do. By the way, I want to cut down on the number of nodes on some of these roads. I want to get in the habit of doing that, if nothing else. So I'm going to come. Oop, what happened? There we go. So we have a nice little dirt road so we can access, you know, setting up the power. And then this will be a transformer. And then what we're going to need, last thing, is a substation. And maybe we can get the substation. Can we get it to where it'll do all of them? That would do all of them. Can't build due to infrastructure. What infrastructure? Okay. Come on, pick up the. Like, oh, you know why? By the way, watch out for that. Yeah. By the way, we also want to get that bus stop, don't we? And we need another bus stop here. Well, guess what? This will get, oh, because you're too close to that. Are you flattening? I can't really see. Yeah, if we could get it right there. All right, so can we get, let's get a big power wire, because big little power wire, if that makes sense. Oh, building in the way. Okay, well, let's pull up to like here. I don't think it matters too much which one of these we come out of, but there, so that should be power to all that stuff, right? Yeah, so can we see? And then what we'll need is, yeah, let's see about a bus stop. I think that's the one of the last things. Oh, I probably need a gas station for the bus stop, but we'll just make sure. Can't build due to infrastructure. Well, you know what? Let's see. Can we get a nice sized building to like a small store? Turn it this way, and can we? Oh, that conveyor's right there. All right, so let's just. All right, let's do the raisy thing. Let's do the level a little bit. Now let's do the bus stop. Okay. Yeah, so let's raise it up more. It'll be more prone to I think more prone to going in. There we go. So we have a bus stop. So yeah, let's just do our measuring tool known as the electrical substation. Yeah, they'll walk up to 300 meters. So they as long as we keep a path pretty direct. Let's see. Paths. So this path will come from here. We'll see. If we have to put another bus stop up there, it's not the end of the world. All right, is there no place we're going to... Oh, I saw his place. See, they're like goats. Did you ever see those? Watch a show about mountain goats. They're absolutely impressive critters. Oh, yeah, look, that'll go right past there. Wonderful. You know what? I don't want to do all those attachings. Oh, no, you know what? It doesn't... Yeah, I don't want to do all the attachments because then it makes it like 17 different projects. So let's delete carefully that. Yeah, so that'll be like one project to do all the way down to here and then a couple little projects there. But and then, yeah, maybe we'll have a few goofy projects. Yeah, this one will be a little bit... Well, this one can come right out the back door there, can't it? There you go. And then how about... Okay, this one needs to get over to here. Ooh, that might be tricky. Oh, no, it doesn't. With power... Well, that's the steel mill. The power plant's the one that doesn't have... Oh, what's wrong? Building in the way. What? There we go. Yeah, so now what we'll actually do, what I'll do is delete. I don't want to delete that part. See, but if I delete all of that and then go from there. Oh, what's wrong? Some other infrastructure's in the way. Okay, but you'll go that way. Fine. Here we go. So now that's just one project instead of being all those, well, two projects, but it'll be a little quicker. A little less assigning. Yeah, so I guess we got to get this attached, huh? So why don't I do kind of an intersection here? That road's not very straight at all, so let's straighten her out. See, and here's like another case. Like you have this little... Oh, I didn't mean to delete all that. That's all right. Yeah, and see that now this road needs to be... Probably should just demolish it up to there. There we go. Yeah, look, we're getting some supplies. All right, so you know what we didn't pay attention to? We, by meaning. So what I'll do is I'll just let them build. Well, that's a separate section right there, isn't it? Okay, never mind. Since that's already a separate section, I'll just come down to there and do that. We haven't paid attention. How are we doing on our road over here? Oops. Where did I go? Wrong way. So let's take a look. Yeah, these guys have been sitting around doing nothing probably for days. Get the building. Yeah, so we're on the last section there. And probably what we want to do now is let's start moving people down to here. You know, we have an excavator already and a bulldozer, so let's move the buses. I'm not worried about the covered. I really want to get like the dumpers over here. And yeah, so the dumper excavator will start us with road building. You know, we're going to need all the things, but there we go. And concrete mixer probably won't hurt. That's the open haul. Now we already had, yeah, I think we can move all this, can't we? I gotta close that. All right, so what should we work on first? I think getting town going is actually more important. We don't have power up to town yet either, do we? But we'll get that brought over from somewhere. Yeah, we don't have power here, but I think I'm gonna have to save that for another episode. I got a lot of stuff to build, you know, hours worth of even fast forwarding time. So once these guys get over, we can make sure we assign to the right. Yeah, so they're saying go up to there, but I don't want to do that. I want to say you go there for that. You come for workers. You're gonna have to go for now. See, that's what's the killer when you try to build things. So workers, you're going to come. This is the workers one. Asphalt, you're going to come over to here. Concrete, there. Steel. Bricks. Prefab panels. Boards, mechanical components, and electrical components. All right, there we go. So they're, you know, I don't have a ton of money for getting everything set up, but we'll see in the next episode. We'll probably set up another construction crew and be able to do some things, some other parts of the map, but let's see how the money goes with getting the rubles, and we'll decide. Yeah, I think I'd like to plug ahead with getting the steel mill done first, just because the price of steel isn't getting any lower. And then we'll figure out how to get, I guess I'm going to have to run a high voltage line off of wherever I have a high voltage line here, so I might do that in between the episodes while they're building other things. Yeah, so I got 2 high voltage lines can come off the power plant, and this one goes over to here, which how far away? It could come right over the hill, huh? Yeah, put a switch in right there, and then I don't want to necessarily go right over the mountain, but something like that. Right over the peak. I don't think that's too realistic, but probably come right around that mountain and come up to here. Good. Well, once again, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will be back in the next one with at least some of this stuff built. We'll see how it goes with the money. Maybe we'll get a whole nother construction crew helping work on the power plant while we're doing the steel mill. And we can just run them out of that other construction place, even though it's a little bit awkward. But maybe we can get that special little road for the coal mine. And yeah, good. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.